I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I just finished watching Cobra Kai Season 6 and I am left absolutely speechless cause the amount of craziness that just unpacked in these last 5 episodes gave me a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron. I was not expecting any of this. So we're currently in Barcelona and it's the very beginning of the SEKAI TAIKAI and we got Kwon telling the squad, we're gonna take Miyagi-Do first. They're the weakest, let them come to us. And you know what? That's a great idea. But Tori said, nah, my mom just died and I broke up with Robbie. I need to take out my anger on Miyagi-Do right now. But Kwon was not gonna let a one-day recruit on Cobra Kai tell Kwon the game plan cause Tori is literally the Kevin Durant of the Cobra Kai verse. She can't stick to a single team. But on the other side, we got Miguel from Miyagi-Do talking about stay back and stay focused. And Robbie, please give me the headband. You are trash. Why are you focused on Tori instead of the tournament?
You got me.
So the fight starts off with Tori literally rushing in by herself just to hit nothing but straight air. Ben Simmons can relate. And then this man Kwon uses Dimitri as a launch pad and lays him out. Like, dog, who invited Dimitri to Barcelona? He doesn't even deserve to put on that fighting gi. Bro is 6'5" for no reason. But we got Miguel putting in that work and then he pushes dude into his teammate, evades the right from Kwon, locks arms and then hits the Goku on him. Like, okay Miguel, I see you. And I'm really trying my hardest not to glaze him right now because I do want to save it for later. The camera pans over and Sam hits a block into a kick and then hits a clean weave but misses the kick. And bro, hold on, how is this man still alive? Y'all remember what Kwon did to him in part 1? He should be on a wheelchair right now. But then we see Hawk hit a into a kapow, and also Devon was out here struggling against Tori, getting jumped by 2 Cobra Kai members at one time. I mean bro, her face is the biggest red flag. Someone needs to send her back on that plane right now and I'll pay for the tickets too. And Robbie was out here moving like Ippo, dodging these punches like it was second nature and then proceeds to hit a nasty kick. But Hawk then gets his back destroyed by Kwon, giving bro that Quasimodo pose, say goodbye to no more back pain. So Sam and Miguel end up knocking off their opponent, but Devon on the other hand gets punted away by Tori, had her rolling away like a snowball. Like, fighting was not for you Devon, just put the fries in the bag. Hawk then channels his inner Naruto and goes in for a Superman punch, taking Kenny's whole flow. But he ends up getting kicked in the stomach and completely mollywopped by one of Cobra Kai's students. He even had to hit a little emote on him, had to assert his dominance. Like, you are not like that little bro, calm down. But then we finally get leader versus leader, and you know Kwon was licking his fingers before confronting Robbie because he knew this was an all-you-can-eat buffet, except Rod Wave is not allowed to eat there. So Kwon starts it off with a bop, bop, boom, pow, completely fumbles the high kick, allowing for Robbie to move around freely. And this girl Sam was straight flaming this Cobra Kai NPC, had this man on the floor raging, knowing that Chris was about to deport him back to Japan like penguins in Madagascar. But then Tori catches Sam right in front of her and she was like, do you know how long I've been waiting for this? And then Sam and Tori get to boxing, out here fighting like Piccolo versus Android 17. You can just see the hatred in their faces. This is a generational beef that needs to be settled. But my goat Miguel then lands 2 consecutive kicks, grabs his arm and then rolls the span like a skateboard, had him hitting an ollie in mid-air. Like, hold on, my man Miguel might be in a season 2 prime right now. Johnny did not have him in the hyperbolic time chamber for no reason. So Kwon and Robbie then pull out Dan Schneider's favorite move, and then Robbie holds his foot but barely dodges the lethal kick from Kwon. And bro, if that landed, just know it would have been wraps for Robbie's career. But these two were really trading blows from each other until Kwon smacks him on both sides of the face, but this man Robbie said, hold his knee. And right as he was about to finish that job, his snow bunny senses started tingling and gets distracted by Tori. And Kwon saw that and was like, oh, say less, cause he says, come here, then starts choking the life out of Robbie. And then he tries these weak elbows until Kwon just flings bro onto the mat like it's nothing. And Miyagi-Do is in a very bad situation cause the captain is out, Kwon is ecstatic, and my boy Miguel is getting sold, all because Robbie can't concentrate. They need to give this man better teammates. So now Cobra Kai face off against the Iron Dragons and they start strategizing, talking about we go for the front line first and then the captain. But it really was not that easy cause right as they attack, the Iron Dragons get on their knees like they're about to propose. Like, what kind of 1980s fighting style they got going on right now? Had all of the dojo shook. Like, is this even allowed? And oh nah, you're telling me that this is a teenager? Like, this man Axel is a super senior. Bro looks like he has 5 kids to feed and a whole mortgage to pay off. Like, since when did they allow Ivan Drago to enter the tournament. This is unfair, bro. So Kwon then tells his teammate, you go low, I go high, as if he knows what that's supposed to mean, bro. But then the battle starts off with Kwon hitting a spinning kick, but Axel weaves it, and then he locks bro's leg and gets an easy takedown. And Kwon is a one-trick pony because he tries the exact same move just to get absolutely obliterated in less than 10 seconds. And it gets even worse, like Rod Wave's music career, because Tori gets taken down with her arm and about to get snapped like a pretzel, and that boy Kreese was sick to his stomach because he broke out of a hospital just to see his own team take an L. I would be pissed too. But nah, that man Axel needs to be drug tested because he has to be faking his age. You cannot fool me, because there's no way he beat Kwon that easily, and he's supposedly the strongest in the whole tournament apart from Miguel. Whoa! Damn! So Daniel LaRusso ends up traveling halfway across the globe for Mr. Miyagi and literally got himself stuck inside of a dog cage in the middle of the tournament. Like, bro, I cannot take this plot seriously. This man Daniel has to be the biggest glazer in history. I bet Daniel would jump off a cliff even if Mr. Miyagi told him to. He loves Mr. Miyagi more than his own wife.
We don't teach these kids to fight with anger. That's not the Miyagi-Do way.
And also hit that subscribe button right now, or else Diddy is gonna appear in your closet at 3 a.m. So the next competition kicks off with Daniel commending the team like LeBron James, talking about, we have to use Cobra Kai, no more of that sissy Miyagi-Do technique. But Sam has to disagree because she's like, those platforms are pretty narrow. My dad would want balance. Shut up! So Devon Lee hops on this platform to face off against this random NPC, and I knew she was cooked from the very beginning as soon as I saw one solid clap from the crowd, and it was from Miguel. Like, I knew the writers were about to give her that same type of treatment that Rock Lee got in the tuning exams against Gara. But both of them end up squabbling for a good 5 seconds until Devon airballs the attack just for her to lose complete balance and gets taken out by a back shot, sending her trash ass down.
Embarrassing!
Like, don't get pissed now. You shouldn't even be here. If it weren't for those laxatives, you would be at McDonald's right now making my cheeseburger.
It's trash!
But now it's time for redemption because my dog Miguel makes his appearance, and the fight starts off with this dude running straight in and almost pushes Miguel off that platform. But he says hold these 2 vicious knees, and then Miguel goes on the defensive and blocks every blow with ease, just for bro to start giving Miguel that Diddy treatment and starts gripping onto him mad hard. But Miguel was struggling to get out of this bear hug like Cell versus Gohan, but that's until he breaks out, twists his arm, and hold on, that ain't who I think it is. Bro, they really got the dude off of MasterChef to fight against Miguel. Who are these trash opponents, bro? But anywho, Miguel finishes the match by landing a juicy kick, and even though Miguel took the dub, their team's ranking is currently 12th place, while Cobra Kai is all the way in 3rd place. Yeah, it's safe to say it is not looking too splendid for Miyagi-Do right now. They have to pull off that 3-1 comeback. So then we cut to the next scene with everyone in the locker room, and my boy Miguel is sitting there disappointed, knowing that he has absolutely no help in this tournament, and Johnny is out here losing it, talking about, what kind of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul performance is this? I thought I taught you guys how to fight better. If we don't win this tournament, I cannot afford enough beers for myself.
Is this serious?
And Sam, being the biggest brat I've done ever seen, starts telling Johnny, you shouldn't even be wearing that gi right now. But Devon immediately stood on business and was like, hey, don't talk to my sensei like that. Only for Devon to get little broed by Sam and got put in her place. But Devon is right though, how did she get on this team? But Dimitri on the other hand couldn't give a single care in the world, cause he's like, well guys, at least I'm going to MIT. But Hawk heard that and said,
Shut your lame ass up.
and Miyagi-Do's chemistry is at an all-time low, unlike Rod Wave's calorie intake, cause they all end up walking out of the locker room without saying a single word to Johnny. But then we cut to Daniel, and he's out here suplexing one of Cobra Kai's goons through a table, and then he finally makes his escape from the Diddy Asylum, and he's on his way back to the SEKAI TAIKAI after glazing Mr. Miyagi to the max. So the next segment starts, and Miyagi-Do is on the brink of elimination, and they're facing Dublin Thunder, who get on the fighting stage against Robbie and Sam, getting ready to have a 2-on-2 battle. The fight begins with Robbie hitting this mean flying kick, sending his opponent backwards. But then this absolute buffoon gets distracted by Tori for the second time this tournament, just to get hit with a shoulder kick and then a brutal blow straight to the cranium, had bro spinning in the air like a ballerina. Like, someone please remove his headband from his forehead, he does not deserve it. Like, even Dimitri knew it it was game over. And bro, look at Hawk's face, he looks disgusted. So now we get my Wash Queen Devon taking Robbie's place, and the fight starts off with Devon hitting Casper the Ghost 2 straight times in a row, and then starts comboing this NPC and finishes off with a delicious kick, sending her off the stage. Like it's about dang time you did something, Devon. Then out of nowhere, Sam gets jumped in from behind, but Daniel tells her to lock in. So then she hits a weave, hits 4 consecutive blocks, hold this elbow, and then flings bro off the fighting arena. And hey, it's not looking so bad for Miyagi-Do right now. Just don't let Dimitri on and we're good. But Sam's opponent instantly appears and she hits her with a bing bong, sending Sam to her demise. Like, someone please send in a medic. She was out there hitting the "I've fallen and I can't get up." So Jeremy Lin then goes in to replace Sam, and this man Hawk turns into Chris Brown because he slams her to the ground and then goes in to help Devon. But right as the other NPC was about to join the battle, Devon decides to sacrifice herself, taking both of them down, which honestly wasn't a bad play considering how useless Devon already is. She wasn't gonna do much anyways. But now we get the legendary binary brothers in full action, both of them standing back to back. This is what I like to see. Hawk and Dimitri then start clip farming on these NPCs, not taking a single hit from their opponent, out here moving like LeBron and Wade. But that's until the Floyd Mayweather inside of Dimitri's brain starts taking over, cause he activates friendly fire and takes both the opponent and Hawk off the mat, resulting in this Looney Tunes ass fall. Like, Dimitri, come here bro, I'm about to smack you. What are you doing right now? But to put the icing on the cake, Dimitri gets snuck from behind and takes the L, forcing my GOAT Miguel to step in, telling Robbie how it's done like a real man. Miguel then enters the ring, and I think it's time to let him cook because he starts off by going Ultra Instinct, blocking both fighters at the same time, then tells this one to take a seat. And from this point on, it's straight Louisiana chicken because Miguel hits a make, nope, hold this fist, and then says sit your ass down, then smashes his head, leaving Miguel in a one-on-one ISO with his NPC. Miguel then hits a majestic weave, then flips bro around like a Krabby Patty and then lands a ferocious kick. But wait, he's not finished because he says bye-bye to this one, then ends it off by hitting a devastating kick, sending bro tumbling off the platform. And just like that, my boy Miguel takes the win and makes Miyagi-Do advance to the semi-finals. Like bro, we are currently witnessing a Miguel masterclass right now. I'm genuinely so glad that the writers redeemed Miguel after nerfing him for a whole 3 seasons. We just love to see it, bro.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
And also make sure to hit that subscribe button right now if you're enjoying this vid. So basically, Mrs. LaRusso arrives at Kenny's place and tells him that a new spa opened up in Miyagi-Do and they need Kenny Payne to fly over to Barcelona. But my boy Kenny hit her with that hell nah. And I understand it. They made this man crap his pants in front of the house. Miguel and Johnny hop on a flight back to check up on Carmen's pregnancy, and after the long flight, they arrive at the hospital and turns out Carmen was doing just fine and tells the boys to go back to Barcelona and win the SEKAI TAIKAI. Like, I don't know how making these two take a flight back home improves the plot by any means, but hey, whatever bro. So Kwon tries raising up Tori in front of Robbie, and that definitely did not sit well with Robbie because he stands up to Kwon, and bro must have forgot he has that Kai Cenat height. Robbie is 5'3" on a good day, so he just decided to sit his sorry ass back down. So basically, Kenny and Anthony end up solving their beef, and he's ready to go to the SEKAI TAIKAI after getting that fresh low taper fade. You know his barber had to get him right before the tournament. And here's the crazy part, cause Daniel, Chosen, and Kreese find this man Silver chilling in a bathtub like the true villain he is. I have no clue how he got out of jail this quickly, but I guess Cobra Kai ain't never dying. So the tag team competition rolls off with Teemu Hawk and Dimitri facing off, and this man didn't even respect him, just straight up grinned in his face like the Joker. Like, you're weird, buddy. You're weird. Dimitri and Spanish Hawk then start feeling each other out with their moves until Hawk is like, ayo, tag me in. But Dimitri said, nah, I'ma do my own thing. Cause he hits a couple of easy blocks until he gets distracted by Hawk and then takes a foot right to the face. Like, someone please take away his fighting gi. How many times do I gotta say this? Sam then tags in for Mr. MIT, and she immediately starts applying that pressure on Spanish Hawk and starts moving like Ryu from Street Fighter and lands a calm kick, forcing him to get summed in by this NPC. But Sam must have upgraded her defensive badges to Hall of Fame because she deflects every single one of her blows. Ah, my leg! And then ends off with a spectacular punch and then subs in my dog Jeremy Lin to handle the rest. Like, hold on, why is Sam kinda cooking right now? I'm actually surprised she's doing better than Robbie, the team captain. So Diego then turns into the Hulk and smashes Hawk's leg and then proceeds to get his attacks completely shut down and then gets bodied, followed into a flurry of kicks. Like, bro, tell me why he's flipping like that. You are not the Karate Kid. That is not gonna work. Hawk then does a little fighting back, out here using all of his stamina on these punches, but then Kenny is like, hey, sub me in, bro, with his deep voice. Like, this man Hawk was probably confused mid-battle as to why Kenny grew 10 inches and got the same voice as Darkseid all of a sudden.
Hey, my name's Kenny. Nice to meet you. Hey, where's everybody at?
So Hawk ends up tagging this bum Robbie in, who's absolutely clueless, who doesn't even know where his opponent is standing, cause he gets absolutely leg sweep, takes a knuckle sandwich, and sells the bag once again. Like, this man Robbie is literally Mark Grayson. The writers can't hit him a single win. I'm starting to feel bad for bro. Robbie then attempts to sub in Miguel, but he's kicked away, and we already know how this was gonna end, cause this dude hits him with a pump fake and scores a point on Robbie. Like, this is actually sickening, bro. This man is literally free eats for anyone who steps on the mat. So now Miyagi-Do is on the tip of elimination once again, and Johnny starts giving them a motivational speech to get them going, and this is where we get to the next round. Miguel starts it off with a cool little combo, but then gets put on his knees, blocks the kick, and then knocks the wind out of his stomach. But then both Miguel and the opponent mimic each other's moves like they have the Sharingan activated, but this man Miguel then decides to sub in Robbie even though he was keeping up.
You stupid.
So Robbie gets his spinning kick blocked, but that does not stop him because he hits a Mike Tyson weave and then kicks the dog crap out of his opponent and scores a point somehow. Like, hold on, I might have to take back that Robbie hate. Maybe he just wasn't in the right state of mind. I mean, he was drunk last night. Robbie then tries a very low kick, but his opponent turns into Spider-Man and literally hits the cleanest recovery I've ever witnessed. So Robbie goes into tagging my dog Kenny, and I'ma just need y'all to get your spatulas out and let it feast up right now. Cause he starts off with a few offensive attacks, just starts going to town, bobbing and weaving like he's inside of an anime fight. But then Kenny proceeds to land the most menacing kick known to mankind. But wait, there's more, cause Kenny said this is a 2-for-2 Wendy's combo, cause he hits a mean uppercut scoring 2 points just like that. And the crowd goes wild. Y'all need to put respect on Kenny's name. This is the Rookie of the Year right here. So now we advance to the next segment with Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai, and this is basically the 2016 Warriors up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, these two dojos have been beefing for over 6 seasons now. It is personal. So it starts off with Robbie facing his girl, and this man isn't even fighting back while Tori is going berserk on him with a barrage of attacks, which allows Tori to strike Robbie down. And oh nah, look at this man's face. Bro is flabbergasted like he's seen a ghost or something. Please get your head in the game. I know this is your girl, but at least throw something, bro. But now Sam subs in for Robbie while Kwon is literally cracking jokes in front of Robbie's face, and knowing how much of a crash out he was in season 2, you do not want to make Robbie angry or else he'll rearrange every bone in your entire body.
How you say, lovers quarrel?
So Tori tries a sneaky kick, but it's blocked by Sam, and then follows up with some hefty punches, but a missed kick from Sam. And then she proceeds to push Tori to the ground. Like, nah, Tori is really trash, bro. Sam is like her kryptonite all throughout these seasons. Like Rod Wave with healthy eating. She never stood a chance against Sam. So Tori subs in the monster himself, Kwon, and this was really a mismatch from the very start, cause he almost takes off her entire head, but follows up with a simple kick, putting Sam in complete agony. Like, someone please check up on her ribs right now. But then Tori finally reveals the truth to Robbie and tells him that Kwon was playing around with him like a fiddle and was only talking to her to distract Robbie and to throw him off his game.
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
And from this point on, it was 100% on site with Kwon. He just became his #1 op on the list. Like, whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. So then my dog Miguel lands an insane twirling kick, sending this goon to the floor, to which this random subs right in, and so does Dimitri. And this man is out here fighting slower than Rod Wave, because this NPC even hits an emote on him, and then Dimitri gets all of his blows blocked, but lands a kick, and then subs in my man Hawk for some action. We get some of this slow motion Hawk, and literally for like 30 seconds straight, Hawk and Dimitri start spamming the tag team button over and over again.
Help me! Help
Me!
Like, why is Unk talking about the binary bros are back? Like, they haven't even landed a single hit since the start of the tournament. They're just out here moving around doing cardio for no reason, like Tony Snell. But then we get this absolutely clean shot of Kenny hitting the rollover. Like, someone better give the directors a raise. That was beautiful. Kenny tries a double elbow, but then completely misses the hook and follows up with a desperate Superman punch. And this Cobra Kai member was fiending to get subbed out because he's been fighting for 3 minutes straight without a break. I know he's tired. Hawk then immediately shuts it down and then grabs both of his arms, setting himself up for a perfect double-legged kick, knocking the goofy out of him, which inevitably allows for Kwon and Miguel to finally sub in. And this right here was the fight every single fan was waiting for. This is literally Goku versus Vegeta. I had to go and grab my popcorn real quick. I could not miss this round. So it starts off with 2 blocks from Miguel, a terribly aimed kick from Kwon, followed up by 3 consecutive blocks. And then they both have this little ground-to-ground combat until Kwon lands a brutal kick, knocking Miguel to the ground, had him hitting the "Ay, Miguel! Miguel!" But now the score is 2-2, and Miyagi-Do's fate relies simply on the team captain Robbie. And look at this man's expression right now. My boy was fully locked in. He had Zara and Tori watching at the same time. You know he couldn't fold or else it was over. And then the fight rolls off with Robbie getting blocked, misses the kick, and says, And that boy Kwon low-key felt Robbie's attacks, but you know he had to brush it off because Kim was in the crowd watching somewhere. Both Robbie and Kwon then go block for block, then weaves the kick, but Kwon reverses the kick and told Robbie to social distance a little bit. Kwon then goes to hit nothing but straight air. Like, this man Kwon was really out here trolling. He's just throwing out any types of kicks that comes to mind at this point. But Robbie must have ate a senzu bean right before this match started because he repeatedly starts battering Kwon's leg. But then the guy in the back is like, "What the hell, man? Sub me in, Kwon."
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
Robbie then plants Kwon onto the ground and then literally starts gripping onto his hair mad hard. But Robbie then flings away Kwon like a piece of garbage and then proceeds to hit the infamous Chang flip up from Karate Kid. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, all that Robbie slander might have to go straight out the window. This man is cooking right now. But then we get this epic showdown where Robbie and Kwon both jump into the air and Kwon's jaw gets absolutely obliterated by Robbie. Like, I genuinely first thought that Kwon died from this because we all know if this was real life, Kwon's head would be looking like one of Kratos' victims right now. And right as we all thought Miyagi-Do took Cobra Kai out of business for good, turns out there was a team cheating in the SEKAI TAIKAI, which allowed Cobra Kai to get a second chance somehow.
Coincidence? I think not!
But ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the end game because Axel starts bear hugging the crap out of Robbie and starts telling him to lock in because he's not fighting properly. But then Axel tosses Robbie to the Cobra Kai minions, to which Kwon gets salty from his loss and is like, "Don't mind if I do." And this is only the start of a disaster. So my man Miguel goes to check up on Robbie to see if he's okay, right? Only to get completely manhandled by Axel. Like, bro, this man is an elite level meathead. He's really out here starting beef all because he couldn't pull Sam.
You have El Riz.
So one of the Russian dudes ends up knocking the announcer on the floor out cold.
Damn!
And bro, at this very moment, havoc breaks loose because a complete brawl starts erupting with every dojo involved. Cause Robbie starts getting jumped by Cobra Kai, Miguel getting completely bullied by Ivan Drago, and my boy Hawk and Dimitri were putting in that pain against Dublin Thunder, literally the best duo on Cobra Kai. And they really had my dog Kenny skedaddling up the stairs and then starts reverse jumping these randoms like he's Broly from DBZ. He's too much. And then we see the 2 elderly people battling it out. Literally everyone and their moms was boxing. There was not a single person that was not fighting. Kwon tries fighting Axel, but these attacks were really baby food for him because literally nothing was going his way and ends up getting body slammed onto the mat and then gets kicked right into the camera to the point where the entire world can see Kwon's crash out about to happen. But then Kwon starts laughing deviously and then decides to pick up Kreese's knife that he dropped like 5 minutes ago. And bro, I already knew what events were about to unfold next. Kwon tries going in for a kick, but Axel hits his leg and it results in the most devastating ending in a show known to mankind. Yeah, they did my boy Kwon dirty, and I do not care. As annoying as he is, he did not deserve to die. And if y'all enjoyed this video and want more Cobra Kai, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.